Welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to this series that is entitled The Heart of a Hurdler. Today's topic is Think and Practice, Racing Meets. Some of my athletes over the years have become increasingly frustrated with my race day advice to them. They are expecting some magical words that will transform and improve their performances for the day. So when I give them one-word pieces of advice like race, compete, attack, or sprint, they felt like I was holding out on them. After they're with me for a few meets, a season, or maybe 2 seasons, they begin to understand. At that point before their races, when I ask them for the word of the day, they come back with words like race, focus, attack, sprint. They have learned that race day is for racing. It is not a day to analyze every portion of their hurdling technique. We don't want paralysis by analysis. That's what practice is for. The goal of practice is to groove the motor skills necessary in the hurdle event. Practice is for correction, experimentation, and getting the feel of proper hurdle technique into their brain and central nervous system. I learned this the hard way when I was competing in a meet the year or two after my college career was over. I was running at an indoor meet hosted by the Badgers at the Shell in Madison. By this point in my running career, being one of the old guys at the meet, I had become friends with some of the Badger athletes, the race officials, and the Badger coaches from my contact with them over the years. After completing my trials race in the high hurdles and qualifying for the finals, the legendary Badger hurdle coach at the time, Al Dockery, came over to me with this advice. He said, "Hey, use your arms." No doubt it was advice that I needed at the time. I was training on my own and did not get a chance to really analyze my form the way I needed to, so I appreciated the coaching. Of course, I wanted to improve that part of my race and to fix a bad habit that I was developing. When the gun sounded to begin the finals, I got out well and was in great position to finish high in the race against a very good field. But the race did not turn out as I expected. I kept thinking and reminding myself to use my arms between the hurdles. Unfortunately, as I was thinking that mechanical thought in my head, the field gradually pulled away from me between each hurdle, and I did not finish as well as I thought I could have. While I was thinking about my hurdle form and technique during the race, the rest of the field was thinking only about racing, and they did it quite well. I should have worked on the advice that I was given at my next practice session, not during my next race. I lost some focus, and in a hurdle race, that is something that you can't afford to lose. The hurdle race is difficult enough without filling your athlete's head with too much on race day. On race day, focus on racing and competing. A reminder or two about some things that were recently worked on in practice during warm-ups might be okay, but leave the thinking for practice. Thanks for listening.